Ayun. And we're live again for another episode of Inside the Mind of. My name is 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐚 and we are at episode number... Grabe, episode number 30 na tayo, no? So,
Wow,
ang
congrats. Congrats.
solid,
Dami
solid
na.
nga eh. Oo,
Wow.
parang kailan lang. Hindi ko nga alam kung kailan kami nagsimula ni Fred nito. Kasama ko rin sila Fred nung mga unang episodes eh. So, yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll just wait for some people to join in the show.
Okay.
And while we're waiting for some people, of course, Rock, welcome. Welcome sa show
Thank
natin
you.
ngayon.
Thank you so much for having me. This is actually a privilege and an honor to be a guest of your show, sir.
Ang bilis ah. Meron ka agad tayong ang dami na agad nating friends na watching 18 na
Talaga?
kaagad.
Wow.
Bilis ka, parang kaka-on lang natin. Solid. Hi guys. So, since you're joining, might as well comment here sa comment section natin. Again, if you have any questions, lalo na kung in regards sa design,
Yes.
we'd be glad to actually ask it kay Rock kasi syempre dami niyang expertise dyan and he would like also sobrang solid na he could share some insights then. Okay. So, Rock, pakilala muna kita din siyempre sa mga audience natin na ano pa.
Sure,
na,
go ahead.
Siyempre, wala. Anong pa naman? Na hindi pa natin kilala yung iba eh. So, again, guys, let me just read the description here, di ba? Si Rock is the chief creative officer of Design Brewery, a human-centered design agency, and he has had 5 years experience in design thinking, which helped him to build the structure for the creative team of the biggest retail company in the Philippines. SM, solid. SM, client sa SM.
Yeah.
Ang laki yan.
No, I work there at SM.
Nag-work ka sa kanila.
Yes.
Five years then. Ilang years ka nag-work sa SM, pare?
Almost 4 years.
Oh, solid, man. Solid. Hawak mo yung lahat or may specific na SM ka lang hawak?
Department store sa retail, sa department store ako. So we're handling the 63 branches nationwide and 32 departments internal.
Solid.
Yun ang hinahandle namin. Nationwide yun, bro.
Palaging may mga sale, dami sunod-sunod dyan.
Oo. Sobra. Kung may fast food like Jollibee, si SM is a fast food na design. So kailangan sprint yung idea mo, mabilis kang mag-design.
Tuloy-tuloy, no? In regards to that, sige, habang tuloy na, kwentuhan na lang din tayo habang binabasa ko rin to. In regards to that, pare, do you do this alone or meron kang team actually na gina-guide mo na lang? How did you work with that?
Now my company.
Dati pa.
Dati when I work at SM, of course, I have my team. We were 8 in the team. I am the creative director, and I have my 2 managers with me.
Okay.
And then I have 5 graphic artists and 1 secretary. So those are the composition of my team. Ganun kami. Onti lang, but we were able to deliver lahat ng kailangan nationwide. Internal yon and the chain-wide requirements and then mga local requirements. Ganun kadami yun.
Isipin mo kahit maliit yung team, nasa service niya yung lahat.
Yeah,
Solid yun, man.
In fact, yun yung kasi when I became a creative director, sabi ko, I need to have a process. I need to have something na, it could help me to lead the team. So doon ko nakilala yung design thinking. And hindi ko ini-introduce yung design thinking that time because every time I talk about design thinking, wala talaga nakaka-relate. Well, even until now, most of the Filipinos don't understand what design thinking is. So, kaya ginagawa ko na lang, I'm using the methodology, this process, and that's how I able to manage lahat ng requirements ng company. Oh yeah, it's not perfect, pero you know what? May mga mistake, may mga failures. Pero for me, every failure is an opportunity for me to grow.
Learning. Yeah.
Oo. Kaya ako, excited ako. Kunwari, sasermonan ako ng boss ko. Rock, you have 4 things to improve yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sabi niya, tatawa-tawa ka pa dyan. Sinirmonan na nga kita. Sabi ko, well, ma'am, at least, thank you for telling me this because I know all the areas that I need to improve.
So, yung importante kasi na nakikita natin doon yung feedback eh. Kasi most of the time, yun nga eh, parang, ito napansin natin to siguro as we went along with our, mga work din. Hindi ganun ka-solid yung mga feedback ng ibang tao. That's why when we run into really, really good feedback, diba? Minsan masakit eh. Pero when you notice it, kailangan mo yan eh. It could help you more, di ba?
Yes, oo. In fact, it's part of the design thinking, no? To embrace all your failures, to embrace the mistakes. Kasi, our objective is really to be successful in our field, in our profession, in our career, and even project in our business. But kasama sa equation yung failure. This is what most people don't like, to fail, rejections, and so on and so on. They don't like that. Ngayon, in design thinking, we encourage you to fail. It's different from other methodologies. Fail fast so you can fix the problem fast. That is the message of design thinking.
So, sige, pag-usapan natin methodology, malalim ng methodology para we could go deep kasi ang maganda dito is since it's marami tayong pag-usapan ng mindsets dito kasi parang nakita ko dito parang Six Sigma, 'di ba? Parang pwede siyang ang laki ng pwedeng itulong nito sa mga careers din natin. Hindi lang sa careers pati sa buhay. 'Di ba? Kasi thinking siya eh. Sige, basahin lang natin. His works include strategic design, driving organizational transformation, and human-centered visual communication. Ano yung human-centered visual communication?
Okay, human-centered communication is part also ng design thinking. Kasi lahat dapat ng gagawin mo is focused on human. Always focus on the customer or human interface. Kasi that's really important. When you're doing something, kasi ito yung problema, no? So every time I made a talk, ang problema kasi we are so passionate with our product. We are so passionate sa mga ino-offer natin. But the question is, do I need this product? Why are you offering this to me? Diba? So, human-centered is understanding what the customer needs. Kasi ang importante dyan, customer. Customers gives us business. Diba? It makes the company runs. It generate a lot of income, make company big. Customer nagbibigay nun. So if you don't understand your customer, wala kang business. So it's really important. Same thing in doing a visual designing. Kasi in design, as an artist, iisipin mo, artist ako, ito ang execution na gusto ko. Ang question is, does your customer or your audience or your viewer, audience understand your poster? So that's why visual communications is always important in every design that you are doing. Poster, flyer, website, UX, UI. The bottom line there is visual communications. It should connect to the customer. And that is human-centered.
Okay, so talagang very important din dito syempre usually sa mga marketing natin, buyers persona, di ba? Understanding the persona ng mga buyers. Pero so malaking factor din syempre hindi lang yung sa design skills, yung research skills din. It also plays a big part, di ba?
Yes.
Okay. Gets. Tapos guys, sa mga friends natin joining share nyo to, and then mamaya focus tayo sa mga ibang topics, and kung may questions kayo, meron kayong mga problema din sa mga designs nyo, if ever, pwede kayo mag-comment so that we could talk about it, okay? So serving 32 departments and 63 branches nationwide, managed to deliver marketing services in-house, creative team in just a year, and he's conducting design thinking workshops. So for startups and SMEs. He completed his ang dami pa no, advertising and PR degree. Solid design thinking and national Singapore.
Yes,
Nag-ano
yes.
ka sa Singapore? Okay,
Yeah,
international din talaga yung mga learnings, man. Solid.
Thank
Tapos
you.
he's
Thank you.
part of the strategic team. Ito very interesting to that ideated and implemented program that won back-to-back Anvil Awards 2018 and 2019. Bro,
Yes.
is it possible ba siguro mamaya you could
Sure.
share your screen and probably show some previous work that you've done din para at least makita rin ng mga or
Ah,
we
my
could
my
send the link.
my portfolio. Oh, interesting. Sure, sure,
Pwede,
sure.
pwede, di
Oo,
ba? I mean,
oo,
maybe
oo.
meron tayong mga friends dito na clients
Oo.
that would need your services. That would be awesome.
Sure.
Pwede na
Why
natin
not? Why not? Oo.
sila.
Oo. Gusto ko 'yan. Gusto ko 'yan.
Oo, di ba? Pwede. Yun yung kagandaan natin dito sa Zoom, di ba? Pwede
Oo.
natin i-share yung screen natin. Sige, di mamaya naman.
I'm loving this technology. Grabe.
Sige, mamaya daanan natin yan. Tapos pag-usapan din natin yung company mo ngayon, yung
Mhm.
the new agency, Design
Yes.
Plus Sprint Consultancy.
Yes.
Ano tong kailan mo to ginawa yung company?
In fact, this year lang. So,
Mm.
kasi I just jumped out of corporate last
Okay.
December. Yeah, last year. In fact,
Welcome.
yeah. Well, ang hirap niya, no? Ang hirap niya. That's why ang
Kita
message
nga
ko
eh.
is God is my designer. So
Oo naman,
I don't
syempre.
know what's happening to me now. Pero I'm a living testimony of walking by faith, not by sight. Mukha lang akong addict, bro, pero I'm telling
Sobra.
you, religious ako.
Oo, pare. Agree tayo dyan, pare. Very important yung religion, pare. Diba? Pero, ang tawag dito, in regards to design thinking, kasi yun yung,
Yeah.
sige, nag-skip muna ako sa awards eh. In regards to, let's talk about design thinking.
Sure.
You've been doing workshops na rin eh. Kasi sabi
Mhm.
ko nga sa'yo nung nag-usap tayo kanina na parang, taga lang, bukang nagkakasalubong na tayo sa mga co-working spaces kasi syempre ako
Yeah.
nagbo-book.
Oo.
Kailangan ko mag-book din ng mga workshops ko eh. Tapos nakikita ko design thinking. Sa'yo
Oo.
yun. Sa'yo yun. So, how many since when did you start doing design thinking workshops?
Workshop, yeah. I started doing that last year, December, and
Mm.
in God's grace, I was so happy. Every month, meron akong at least dalawang workshops na
Oh,
ginagawa. Yeah. Oo. In fact, ngayon medyo lumalaki na siya, nagkakaroon na ng demand, and I thank God for this blessings.
so, nararanasan mo na rin yung mga hirap ng pagmamarket ng
Oo,
workshop.
pare, ano siya
Masaya
eh.
siya na na challenging and
Oo.
saya eh. Dami kausap tapos
Ito
tatanong
yung
tayo how
ano
much.
eh. Yeah, exactly. Alam mo, ito yung part of pag nag-entrepreneur ka na and you're starting. In
Mm.
fact, lahat ng santo tatawagin mo. All the prayers mo, memorize mo. You need to be more prayerful and have a lot of faith to do, to make these things happen.
Malapit na. Yun nga eh. Parang parang lahat gagawin mo. Minsan nandun ako sa task ng creatives, tapos nandun ako sa task ng marketing, Facebook
Yes.
ads, dadaanan mo lahat eh.
Agree.
Pero let's say hi sa friends natin, si Renante Mendoza. Nice talk, Brother Rock, sabi niya.
Hello, Renante. Yes,
Yeah,
he's my good friend.
Yun, si Roland Banyes. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Check ko lang kasi tayo eh. Teka lang, meron pa ba tayo mga comments?
Yeah,
May mga friends pa tayo joining in din.
Yes. Si Roland, he's actually my good friend. We've been helping each other, collaborating for the creative industry. So, saludo ako dyan kay Roland. He's a really good instructor.
What's up, bro? So, pag may mga kwento kayo gusto i-share sa comment or meron kayong mga tanong, let's talk about it. So, going back to your story, Barry. We're interested in learning before design thinking, before graphic design. What was life? Diba? I mean, tell us your story, pare. Siguro kahit mula high school, ganun, college.
Okay.
Learn from those decisions then. Maybe we could learn something then from your story.
Okay. In fact, how do you say this? Baka magkaiyakan tayo dito. No? And then, anyway, I came from a poor family. Yung tatay ko is a taxi driver and nanay ko is a labandera. So, I can't say it's typical family because mahirap talaga kami nun. And then, I am a self-made man. I'm independent since I was 18 years old. So, ang hirap ng pinagdaanan nung college until now, no? So I have to develop all the skills that I need para to be the person who I am now. In fact, for me, that's why I'm telling you, God is my designer. Everything is designed by him. I wanted to be a mechanical engineer, pero alam yun, I found my calling. I found my calling sa graphic design, advertising and PR. And then, no advertising and PR ako, sabi ko, I wanted to be an account executive. So, kasi pag account executive ka, maporma, mukha kang mabango, ayos ka parate, you're talking to clients, you're going outside. So, yun ang gusto ko. Pero, ginawa ko ni Lord na graphic designer. So sabi ko, I don't know what's in the graphic design, pero sige, I'm loving it. And then when I graduated, I wanted to work in a big multinational ad agency. And then hindi ako pinalad pa din. That's why I ended up working in in-house creatives. But the good thing there, it's a really big companies. And for 16 years, I was able to develop, to be a multidiscipline graphic designer. And then, I have my own timeline. Sabi ko, by this age, I will jump out of corporate. And then, you know what? Wala pa ako dun sa age na yon. 1 year before the target year, pinajump na niya ako. When I say niya, it's him, it's God. He asked me to jump na. And after that, sabi ko, Lord, hindi ko kaya. Kasi for me, it's a different chapter of my life. Could you imagine? I'm in my comfort zone, working in a corporate. I'm a creative director. I am the head of the team, and I'm working in the biggest company in the Philippines. But I could parang spend the rest of my life working there. Tiisin ko na lang yung sakit sa ulo and stress, no? Pero hindi, pinaalis niya ako. And now, yeah, I jumped. So, nung nag-jump na ako, in fact, everything's, falling into right places. In fact, hindi ko alam ang nangyayari. Sabi ko, Lord, wala akong connection. Kasi I came from a poor family and I have a limited resources of connections. And you know what? He told me, I am your connection and I will connect you to them. And you know what? It's true. Most of my clients are religious. Ang galing.
Ang galing, no?
Yes, oo.
Connect talaga eh.
Yeah, look at this. We're meeting. It's a divine intervention. We've met Fred, and then Fred connect me to you. And then, yung tita mo pala, it used to be my client. Could you imagine that?
Connect nga. Sobrang
connected.
solid.
It's solid. So sabi ko, thank you for everything that's happening to my life. So that's it. I'm still in my journey now. I'm into my journey now. In fact, my mission is to train 1 million people of design thinking. 1 million by the year 2030. That is my
2030.
10 years from now. Yeah.
Kaya.
Yes.
Activity ng online, di ba? Maliban sa online, meron tayong mga pwedeng gawing mga moving forward na mga talks din.
Yes. Totally agree.
Yeah. So, in regards to skills naman, kasi there are a lot of course, startups, starting people, mga starting graphic designer friends natin. Ano yung mga ano yung mga programs? I mean, kung wala magsisimula ako as to create designs, creative designs, what do you suggest I do?
I suggest you learn all the creative suites, Adobe creative suites like Adobe, Illustrator, and InDesign. In fact, Adobe lang is okay na. You can do a lot of things in Adobe. But if you want, to master the vector and creating logos, it's different kasi. The Adobe and the Illustrator is different. So you have to learn that also. And then third, if you're doing a lot of flyers, magazines, which I'm heavy in background ko in publications, which is I love the most is InDesign.
InDesign. Okay.
Yeah, InDesign.
I usually ano yan eh, no? So Illustrator, again guys, so Illustrator pag logos, tama ba?
Yeah, oo.
Tapos pag yung InDesign pag publications, mga magazines, books, mga ganun.
Yes, oo.
Tapos si Photoshop naman
photo manipulations. Photo manipulations. Yeah. But ibang artists, they do all their layouts sa Photoshop. And I respect that. I'd have nothing against them. Pero in printing, kasi I grew up in an area of printing until now may printing pa din. I'm very particular on the resolution. So kung nagkamali ka in Photoshop of using the resolution, ang output niyan is low res. So if you want to minimize your error, I better, i-high-res mo. It's either i-high-res mo yung Photoshop na file mo. Second is, mag-Illustrator ka na lang mag-layout. Or third, to be safe, is use InDesign.
Okay. So talagang very very important din na sa simula malaman mo yung path mo.
Yes, yeah, totoo yan eh. But ako how I do with my layout, tatlong program lang ang ginagamit ko. InDesign, Illustrator, and Photoshop. So all manipulations ko, photo manipulations, I use in Photoshop. And then pag mga vector designs, I use the Illustrator. And then these two programs, doon ko ni-layout sa InDesign. So these two program meet in between, which is in between ko is si InDesign.
Ang galing, Photoshop, no? May sistema, no? So
yes. Oo. So naayos ko yung ganong system para hindi magulo utak ko. Could you imagine I'm layouting 100 pages and kailangan namin matapos yon in a particular, in fact, 1 week. It's a magazine when we were working. So if we don't have process, if we don't have system, wala ka, talo ka. Lagi kang puyat.
Yun yung isa sa mga bagay na very important, lalo na kasi may mga nagtuturo ng mga productivity systems dito sa Philippines.
Yes,
it's very very important that you understand yourself then, kasi pag naiintindihan mo na yung sarili mo kung paano ka magtrabaho, mas madali makagawa ng sariling systems. Kasi as much as possible as you go along and have experience, dun mo maintindihan na teka lang, there's an efficient way. Di ba? Yun yung word eh. Hindi easy way eh. There's an efficient way of doing things.
Yes.
Di ba? Yan. So sa systems, di ba? So yun kasi kaya ako tinanong yung how, ang daming nalilito rin eh. Kung ano yung saan ba ako magsisimula, gusto ko maging graphic designer kasi sa online kasi ngayon sa freelancing, ang daming opportunities for graphic designer, mga video editing. Ang dami eh.
Yes,
yeah, my wife, just to share, my wife's working dun sa isang e-commerce free app, and ang daming opportunities na nagpo-post doon palagi para looking for graphic designer, looking for video editor. So there are lots of opportunities. So guys, sa mga nakikinig na looking into creating creatives, kailangan ito good. Siguro matanong ko lang, importante ba na inclined ka, magaling ka mag-drawing or magaling ka maggawa-gawa ng bagay para mag-venture sa
well hindi naman requirements, no. Kung pinanganak ka, kasi I met a lot of people na ang galing nilang fine artists, Pero pag nag-layout sila digital, hindi sila magaling. So there are a lot of types of creative. And I think people need to understand that. Okay? Hindi porket, for me kasi, hindi porket nakapag-layout ka na once, graphic designer ka na. Hindi porket na meron kang Photoshop in your computer, you can claim yourself graphic designer. Ibang-iba po yan. Kasi in our generation now, no? Kasi I've met a lot of people then. Same goes to the photographers. I have a lot of friends, photographers. Ito yung kinakapikon nila. They're claiming themselves, they are photographer. You know what? They're claiming themselves the photographer sila. Kasi meron silang DSLR. Okay? And they're claiming themselves, I am professional photographer. But when you see the output of amateur and professional, ibang-iba. Okay? So it's, and then, of course, ikaw as a client, you don't know the quality of amateur and professional. Kaya ang presyo natin is, dito sa Philippines, is the same. Okay. Professional ka, freelancer, and even a first-time freelancer ka, ang presyo nyo sa market iisa. Because our market doesn't understand the professional way of doing it versus sa amateur. Yeah, okay. I've met a lot of clients now kasi ngayon I'm doing my own company. Sabi niya sa akin, Rock, how much is your design fee for a poster? Isa lang isang poster lang. Sabi ko, I'm sorry pero medyo pricey ako. Kasi
at least simula pa lang sinasabi mo na yan.
Yes, diba? Oo. Sinasabi ko na, you have to you have to declare kaagad yung price mo para makapag-adjust na sila. Kasi sabi ko, my market value is this. So I cannot go lower in this price. And then the client goes, ang mahal naman. Yung isang kausap ko, he can give it to me in 1,500. Sabi ko, go ahead. At the back of my head, you get, you're gonna get what you paid for. Kasi could you imagine, 2 years pa lang in the profession as a graphic designer, and ang mahal nilang maningil. And then, ito pa, this is also happening in the industry. I think, ito pinag-uusapan namin to nila Roland, na hindi siya hanap buhay na. The way the graphic designer do their costing, hindi na siya hanap buhay. It's a survival. Nagiging survival na. Kasi, man, nagugutom ako. I need money. I need money to pay in something or to buy myself food or meron akong pamilya. So kahit magkano na lang ibigay mo sa akin, I will grab it. Kaya namamatay yung industry and ang tingin nila sa graphic designer is just a support.
Nakikita ko nga yan kasi there are lots of posts lalo na sa pag-creative, paggawa logo. Yun eh. May post nun dati, paggawa logo.
Paggawa logo.
Ano nga ba? Ang haba nun, parang... grabe. Naalala mo yun? So, ang laking issue nun. Kasi malaking factors din yun. Lalo kakakasal ko lang kasi nung March. And syempre nandun ako sa mga wedding. Salamat. Nandun ako sa mga wedding groups, sa mga videographers and gano'n. And nakikita ko yung labanan eh. Minsan, bagsakan ng presyo. I mean, alam natin, we nasa industry na tayo and we already know our value, di ba? We worked hard for it, di ba? Para dumating tayo dun sa point na yun eh. Pero, syempre, we understand na may survival. Meron din ganun. Kaso, nasisira yung economy eh.
Yes.
Gumugulo.
In fact, yun ang that's why, eto, kami as a graphic artist Philippines, may niluto na kami ngayon. It's a Facebook group also. So all the admins and especially si Roland, we're creating something, a solution para ma-standardize na yung presyo nito. So we're looking at, sabihin ko na sa inyo, we're doing something, certification for the graphic designers. And then, kasi isa-certify namin. And then, dito, in that way, yung kliyente will be educated and aware of 2 years pa lang to, so amateur yung trabaho niya. 2 years straight. Unless it's gifted, okay? I'm not saying 2 years ka, wala kang alam, no? Unless you're gifted. So, kumare, ang profession mo, kasi it's really hard eh. It takes a lot of experience to become a very good designer. So, if you're claiming yourself that you are a creative director, you are very good at what you're doing in a span of, in fact, lower than 5 years, for me, it's not good enough. I'm coming from the point of view as a creative director. If I'm gonna hire you as my graphic artist, you make sure you're worth the buck. You're worth the buck.
Mm-hmm.
Kung hindi, 5 months ka, alis ka na. And there's a lot of graphic artists that's looking for a job. I will get them and train them.
Yun, siguro ito, interesting question din eh. In
Oo.
regards naman to sa, kuwari, nandun ka na sa role na nag-handle ka na ng tao eh. Ano mas pipiliin mong kunin? Yung taong walang alam or yung may alam na pero medyo mahirap hawakan, mahirap i-handle. Pero skilled na siya. So, sabihin na natin 5 years na yung skill niya and syempre with that skill, you could save time also. Dahil di mo na siya kailangan masyado turuan eh.
Yes, oo.
Pero matigas ulo niya. Or yung, syempre, diba? Or yung bago, bago pa lang talaga, pero willing to learn. So,
yes.
if you were to choose one, pare, ikaw, personally, who would you choose, man?
In fact, I've been there. I've been there. Pero ako kasi, I'm not looking at the skills. I'm looking if you are teachable.
Okay.
Yeah. Oo. Kasi sa akin, I want them to be humble. If they gain a lot of knowledge in doing the layouting, visual communications, the techniques, and then the confidence, I want them to stay humble. Ngayon kasi ang problema, kapag may 5 years ka na in working or your experience and then matigas ulo mo, mayabang ka, I think for me, we cannot work together because we have different values. Sa akin, ang importante, teachable ka, humble ka, mabait ka. All the good stuff, man, I will help you through and through. I will coach you. I will mentor you. I will make you the best version of yourself. Pero pag salbahe ka, I'm sorry. But hindi naman ako ganun ka-rude, no? Hindi ako ganun ka-rude. Oo. So sasabihin ko lang sa kanya na, in fact, I'm just gonna wait for them to resign.
Bagay. Meron tayong mga comments from our friends, di ba? Basahin natin. Roland, text sa ad, inaccept ko na yun.
Okay, go ahead.
Usap din tayo, Roland, sometime. Sige.
Yes.
Ito, sabi ni Leslie Saban, you rock. Ayun, no?
Thank you, Leslie.
Cecilia, mas maganda yung walang alam na willing to learn. Yeah, we could all agree with that, di ba?
Yes,
Alex Martinez, maybe it has something to do with the generation factors. Attitude is key.
Yes, attitude. Actually, attitude, oo. Thank you, friends. Kaya mga kaibigan ko yan kasi we have the same mindset.
Yan, Alex. Remember, the only 100% is attitude. Yung naalala natin yan, di ba yung mga ina-add na letters, di ba? Yung 1, 2, 3. Yeah, agree dyan sa attitude.
Are you talking about flames?
Grabe. Flames. Ganun pa eh. XX pa yan eh. Yung mga new generation, di na nila malalaman yun. Diba? Si Aki Reyes, hi Sir Rock, Pops from Baguio. Yun. Aki. Si Aki. What's up, Aki? Nakilala ko rin si Aki. Sino pa yung mga meron pa mga nag-comment sa atin eh. Si Fred. Oy, what's up, Fred?
Hello, Fred. Where are you? You're supposed to be here.
Andyan. That's also one of the issues sa freelancing.
Yes.
Bro, I think marami naman iba-ibang ways of sa work, iba-iba sa graphic design, sa video, sa training din. Actually, it happens din. Lalo na pag nagkakaroon ng mga bidding, lalo na pag nagkasabay-sabay kayo ng pasahan ng proposal.
Yes.
Siyempre, minsan we have to understand na nandun pa rin nakatingin yung karamihan dun sa budget.
Yeah, actually, kasi yun nga it's hindi na siya hanap buhay. It's a survival na. So, kaya itong mga artists na to, sige lang, ibigay mo sa akin 1,000 pesos, 500 pesos, kakagating ko na po yan. In fact, you know what? Sa ginagawa nila, they are killing the industry. In fact, hindi yun eh. Isa pang mas matindi doon is how people look to the graphic designers, to the creative industry.
Very very important nga yan kasi
Important yun. The image,
very...
the image of the profession. In fact, ito pa yung naisip ko is one time, no? This is my discussion also with one of my friend. In fact, si Joey of Team Manila. Kasi we have a challenge now in our industry na we need to change the mindset of the businesses. Kasi na yung design is really important factor in a marketing or in a business. Do you agree with me? Kasi for me, you know what? Design is the deciding factor. It has a big role in your decision making. Yung design. Why? You attracted first before you purchase the product.
Yeah.
Diba? You attracted first, and then you will check how much it is. How much is it? What's the function? Fit ba to sa lifestyle ko? Available ba to? And so on and so on. Pero the number one decision, the decision-making factor mo is you are attracted first. Okay? So, in the businesses, in fact, for me, what's more important is the design. Because it's so easy to sell something if you have a good design. In fact, sometimes nga, hindi mo na kailangan ibenta. Because if they like the design, sila mismo bibili. You don't have to say anything. Look at Gucci. You look at Louis Vuitton. Well, maybe it's so high-end naman, that kind of comparison. Let's go down to 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐚. 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐚, alam natin mura siya. So anong hinahanap mo? Magandang design. Di ba? Ngayon, ang sasabihin mo, pag maganda yung design, nasa nagdadala yan. So, Diba? So, a decision making was the design. So, this is actually, we want to change. We want to help also yung mga nag-business now. That design is really important in their business. Okay? Marketing is okay, sales is okay, operations is fine. Pero the overall design of your product is really important.
Kasi yung nakikita ko dyan, nalalagyan ng class yung product mo eh. I mean, hindi lang product lalo na if we're talking about personal branding, ang laking factor nung para sa akin, there are pagkakaiba ng designs eh. May mga design na alam natin 1990s pa. Diba? May mga design. Meron pa rin eh. Meron pa rin eh. Yung mga pag-doing sa website, alam mo, HTML pa rin. Diba? Parang wala na rin. Huwag lang sa akin. Sobrang wow, nakakamiss to. Pero ako na-expose ako sa mga friends ko na I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not a creative. Pero I have lots of friends who are. And nakikita ko talaga na yung hirap din nila, yung pag-design nila, ang dami nilang gagawing design, tapos papasa nila doon sa client, tapos either, you get the point, di ba? Dami mong gagawin.
You know what? Ito siya. Ito yung lagi naman sinasabi sa kami, kapag kami mga artists nag-uusap, yung mga kliyente na yan, wala yang puso, walang balon-balunan, walang atay, walang baga. Kaya kung makapag-revise sila, at makapag-comment, makapag-pa-edit, is parang ganun na lang. Hindi nila alam na ang hirap gawin ng design na to. And we took parang dugot, pawis, at kaluluwa, and dedication namin, how to create this kind of artwork, and sabay, boom, titirahin ka niya.
As you said with revisions, pare, professionally, let's shed light on it, diba?
Okay.
Yung mga friends natin na clients din, or mga friends natin na graphic designer, may maintindihan dito. Ilan ba dapat? ilan ba dapat?
You know what? Sa agency, they're giving at least three revisions.
At least three. Kaya pag
standard
ka na, mahiya ka na, di ba?
Yes.
Mag-ayos ka na.
But me, ako, in fact, ang namin sa, how do you say it? Kasi may mga nanonood at saka may nakikinig. So sa akin, the way I say it is unlimited revisions, okay? So I don't care, magpa-revise ka na magpa-revise, Pero, pag na-delay tayo, wag mo akong sisisihin.
Time.
Nakuha mo? Yeah, revise tayo ng revise. I will entertain all your revisions. I will do all your revisions. I will do that. I don't care. Pero at the end of the day, pag na-delay tayo, don't blame me. Oo. Kasi noong unang-una pa lang, tapos na tayo eh. For me, on my opinion, I think the first 3 designs, there are good designs na. And then, yeah, may onting tweak na revisions because based on the branding, based on the, the balance of the layout. But more than that, I think, for me, ito, minsan ang tumapasok sa isip ko, power tripping na lang eh. Or, mema.
Basta lang, no?
Mema sabi na lang, oo. So yun ang mga something na papasok sa isip ko.
Yung kasi tinitingnan siguro dilemma din, parang may mga friends ako ito naging concern eh. Pag ganun ba, dapat bang kasi you're the expert eh. Kaya ka nga hinire nila because they know that you're the expert in the field. Okay, given. Kaso, syempre, minsan dumarating sa point na susundin na lang ba natin yung pinapagawa nila kasi may specifics naman sila. Sige, hindi naman yung gusto niya, gagawin ko na lang. Well, would you follow your professional sense to it? Kasi ikaw yung expert eh.
Yes, oo. In fact, yeah, there's a misalignment between marketing and graphic artist talaga. Or not marketing, the graphic artist and the client. Okay? Kasi ganito siya. Sisimplihan ko na lang. Yung mga lawyers, sometimes they don't claim themselves, I am a lawyer and I know yung batas. Pero yung mga non-lawyers, non-practitioner lawyers, sila pa ang may alam sa batas. Yeah. Did you get it? Okay?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Kumbaga, kung ako yung graphic designer, ako talaga ang graphic designer, I am the creative director. Mas creative director pa sa akin yung client or yung marketing. So for me, bakit nyo ako hinire? Ayun ang kinausap ko. So I think you hired me because of my profession. And I think you get my service because of my profession. And if alam mo palang mas magaling ka, dapat graphic artist na lang ang kinuha mo. Graphic artist is mag-layout na lang. So you need someone na robot. Galawin mo to, ito yung font, ito yung gawin mo. Gumamit ka ng Comic Sans kasi artist tayo, Comic Sans tayo. And then gumamit ka ng rainbow colors. May space dito, ganito. So, ganun nangyayari. So, ang hirap, lalo na, mahirap kasi neto, if the creative director or the client doesn't know what they want. Kasi pag if they don't know what they want, we only work based on the briefing eh. So, ibig sabihin, lost in translations tayo. Kasi hindi mo alam yung bibigay mo sa akin, and then pinipilit mo akong gawin yung nasa utak mo. It's really hard for me, to deliver what's in your head because it's not clear to you. But for me, kung alam mo talaga yung kung if you're gonna let me do my work, my job, and trust me on this, I think we could meet halfway. We could meet
yun. Very important. Ito, tanong nga sakto yung nasagot mo na actually. Sabi ni Cecilia, what is a graphic artist? Yan. Okay. Na meron pa tayong yung comment din ni Archie kanina. Walang puso, walang baga. Talaga. Oo. Pero sige, very important nga talaga kasi as yung ma-share natin sa mga friends natin as you go along in the industry, you create systems na. So may yung systems na napapansin natin, systems come from the mistakes that we've done in the past eh.
Agree.
These are learnings para at least hindi na natin makommit yung the same mistake na yun, di ba?
Yes.
So, kunwari, may mga clients na ganun, pwedeng mong tuunan na ng pansin yung talagang questionnaire mo para ma-determine mo kagad yung specific na kailangan ng client. Kasi baka minsan ang problema mo simula pa lang communication eh. Diba?
Yes, oo.
In
fact, Kasi ito yung nakikita ko. Sometimes kasi that's why the client comes into the picture and dinedirect na niya yung graphic artist and nawawalan din yung I'm putting myself in a client hat naman, no? just to just to be fair lang with the client. So I have nothing against them. In fact, ako kasi I understand all my clients and even my office mates. I understand yung why there's a lot of revisions. In fact, there is no perfect naman na layout. You cannot hit a perfect design in your first shot. Okay? Ako, I don't believe that. For me, you only good as your last layout. If you think na-approve yung design mo yesterday or last time, don't expect na ma-approve yan today. So you need to go back to the drawing board and think like it's your first layout. Yun. So in the client side naman, sometimes kasi nakikita ko din, I ngayon kasi parang nagiging kliyente na ako. I have my freelancers with me. I have working with my startup company. And nakikita ko, there is a translations doon sa graphic designer.
Okay.
So nakikita ko na hindi sila trained on the visual communications. That's why yung kliyente steps in and teach them what to do. Ngayon, ang problema ng kliyente, hindi niya rin alam. So sumasakit yung ulo niya. Ngayon, all the stress, binibigay niya sa'yo. Kasi hinire kita, dapat ginagawa mo yung trabaho mo. Ako nagle-layout para sa'yo. Kulang na lang ako mag-layout Kumbaga, dapat kasi yung artist is really, really, understand the briefing. That's really important. Kailangan naiintindihan nila. So, there's a process on how to do that. In fact, I developed that kind of program. Kung uma-attend sila ng workshop namin with the Creative Nations Academy, that's the visual communications in design thinking for visual communications. I'm teaching graphic designers on how to, have an empathy on every layout that they produce. Para yung revisions is minimal na lang. Kasi if you are the graphic designer, for example, I am the graphic designer and I am knowledgeable on your market, I can easily say, Ma'am, we don't use this color. Because if you use this color, ang masyado ng madaming nangyayari sa labas. Hindi mapapansin yung design natin. And let's not use this font. Because this font is eyesore. Hindi natin siya mapapansin. So and then this message, it's too much. Can we cut down into the main message na lang? And then the rest of that is see posters and details, or can we add a link where they could click all the details on it? Let's not put all the information there. Kumbaga, ako, as a graphic designer, dapat alam nila how the customer thinks. So that is the visual communications. Graphic design is okay, graphic artist, UX, UI, but the bottom line talaga is, for me, on my experience, the wisdom is the visual communications and how your visual, talks to your the right audience. If the artist is equipped with that, I think the revision is less.
Agree.
Yeah, I think if the graphic artist know that tool, I think they're gonna create a good relationship with the client. Win-win situation for them. Why? The graphic designer learns and the client learns too. Diba?
Kasi maganda yan, dapat working hand in hand ka rin talaga.
Agree.
Hindi ka sa akin kasi syempre I work with mga negotiation, persuasion, di ba? NLP. Ang very important na learn ko dito sa usapan natin with what you're sharing right now is syempre you have to also when you're coming in, you have to already know what you're doing. Yun yung una. Kasi you could position, it's always a good point that you position yourself as an expert in the field So dapat alam mo 'yon. Alam mo na yung mga gagawin. Imbes na make the client actually feel comfortable and secure with hiring you. Hindi yun sila yung nagda-doubt. Kaya kung nagda-doubt sila, syempre, maraming magiging revision. Kasi pwedeng with advancing yourself and with visual communication and actually negotiations, you could actually focus on, okay, paparevise na to. Ayaw mo kasing i-explain kung bakit ganun yung point mo So, minsan, if you could explain well why you made those decisions and make them understand, wala nang revision na mangyayari. Kasi,
agree. Oo.
Diba? Nasagot na
Yes. You know what? I have a tip for the graphic designers who have, problem that in this area. Kasi this is the first step Ang importante is magtanong. Magtanong. If hindi pa pasok yung briefing sa kokote mo, don't stop asking. Don't stop asking hanggang maintindihan mo and mag-align kayo ng kliyente mo and also your office mate. Don't stop asking because that is the key. And then, number 2, magtanong. Pangalawa, take down notes. Ang problema kasi sa graphic designer, masyadong visualizer yan. So, lahat ng kinikwento mo, pagkausap mo siya, nililayout na niya sa utak niya. Ngayon, pagkadating niya doon, ang dami niya na miss out. So, based on experience, please, take down notes. Magtanong and then take down notes. That's it. You will never miss that. You'll be more productive, I'm telling you.
Add natin dyan. So number 1, very, very important yung, syempre, yung magtanong. Kasi, ang point kasi dyan is the person who's asking the question is the person that's in control of the conversation.
Agree.
Okay. So, yung sa mga previous topics na pinag-uusapan namin, last topic namin with Jonica, sama namin, hi Josh, we were talking about asking questions So, syempre, bobong tanong, syempre makuha mo bobong sagot din, di ba? So, practice the art of questioning din. Pwede mong i-add yung what specifically do you like?
I like the bobong tanong, bobong answer din.
Di ba? Totoo. Diba? Kung yung
You're so being mean, dude.
Pero kung didiretsuhin mo kasi, you could add the word specifically and you get different results. So, what specifically do you need from this design? Kesa sa what do you need from this design, malawak yun. Kesa dun sa what specifically. Diba? Tapos, yung controlling nung questions na yun, ang laki kasi when you have the right information, mas madali talagang makakuha ng resulta. Tapos dun add ko lang sa number 2, yung magsusulat. Sa pagsusulat, very, very important. Siguro tricks lang din sa medyo psychology and manipulation lang din. Ipakita mo yung sinusulat mo dun sa client mo rin.
Oo nga, baka mamaya nagdududel ka lang
It's more of a recap. Okay, just to confirm, ito yung napag-usapan natin.
Tama ka. That's the 3rd step. Okay. So, ask questions. Keep on asking questions. Number 2, take down notes. And number 3, before you guys separated, after the meeting, recap. Tama ka doon.
Sobrang important.
Kasi ako, before I, leave the conversation, sinasabi ko parate, okay, just to recap, this is your mandatories, your pointers, and so on and so on. Okay, are we clear? Yes, are we clear? Oh, by the way, nadagdagan na. Pang-apat. Anong sabi? Pang-apat is deadline. You have to give deadline. Kasi kung artist ka, sige, gagawin ko to. Ayun, the client will ask, when can you deliver this? So, you need to deliver also. You need to give that. You need to give a timeline also when you can deliver that. So I think those 4 is really important, no? Yeah, it's happening.
Deadline.
Yan, naalala ko lahat.
Nangyari sa akin yan, pare. Ako, minsan,
hindi
ako naglalagay ng deadline. Hindi ko natatapos today.
You know what? Ang hirap mag-commit sa deadline. Ako, I still struggling in that area. Pero at least na-recognize ko and I'm still working on meeting the deadline.
Yun siguro kasi may mga friends ako teaching that. One of my mentors ay Dr. Strix. Palagi niya sinasabi kung sobrang funny nitong concept na to kasi kung kailan ka naglalagay ng deadline, minsan dun mo lang siya natatapos. So kunwari sobrang tagal pa nang nilalagay mong deadline after 1 month pa, usually malaking tendency na gawin mo siya mga like 1 week before the deadline or mismo the day on the deadline. May mga ganun nangyayari. So I 100% agree with you with deadlines. Pero ito balikan natin yung question read lang tayo ng mga question. Hi din tayo sa mga friends natin.
Hello everyone, mga amigo.
Ayun. Guys, okay yan. Let's continue the conversation. Comment lang kayo dito and we'd be glad to talk about it. So balikan lang natin. Si Paulo Alejandro, go Sir Rock, di ba? Si Marilyn Panikan, ay ang galing. Nice. Cecilia, yun, hi siya kay Marilyn. Kay Alex, bro, ganyan nangyari sa last project ko, Realty AVP. Then propose script and visual, pucha, nakialam sa editing at directing president. Oo nga, pag presidente na nakialam, medyo wala, mahirap na yun. Super sakit sa ulo.
Oo.
Importante, masaya siya at bayad kami. And I never upload. Bakit? Ba't di mo na in-upload sa portfolio? Kasi hindi nandun sa standards mo.
No. Ang mga graphic artists, pag nakailam na yung client, usually, hindi nila pinopost yan. Because they are not confident with that kind of portfolio. I have a lot of designs na hindi ko sinishare because hindi ko na idea. You know what I mean? It's really hard to explain. Kumbaga, ang layo na niya.
Puso na yan eh. Puso.
For me, hindi na ako confident to use that as my portfolio to showcase what I did. This is my work. Hindi na ako confident. Pag di na ako confident, wag na lang. I'm not gonna show them.
Actually, may point ka rin dun kasi as much as possible, kung personal, lalo na kung personal portfolio mo yung nilalabas mo, syempre, maganda rin syempre dun kung lahat yun, personal work mo, as in yung masasabi mong 100% ako to. Diba? Hindi ka magda-doubt dun kasi syempre, ikaw yan.
That's your job. That's your work.
Anong comments pa natin? Dapat engineer yan isang SEM na lang.
That's actually true. Engineer ako. I'm an engineering student.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I diba sabi ko sa iyo, I'm a mechanical engineering student and I found my calling sa advertising and PR.
So ako, sobrang layo rin ako. Isipin mo, ang course ko IT. Tapos I'm in sales and marketing and therapy. So ang mainly na ginagawa ko ngayon, more on parang psychology stuff.
Wow.
Ang layo. dapat ba magaling mag-drawing pag graphic artist ka?
Not necessarily. For me, if you have good imagination, that's enough.
Imagination.
Yeah.
Imagination, visualization. Yeah.
Yes.
Si Sarah, what's your advice for new graphic artists as they start on their career? What's the best way for them to build on their skill?
Yeah. In fact, hi Sarah. Hi Sarah. She's a good friend of mine. This is actually hello. It's a really perfect question. If you're starting in career, in there. Okay. First, you need to develop your technical skills. Important. You need to master Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, whatever it is na ginagawa mo, you need to master the technical skills. Next, you have to develop your creativity. Hindi porket creatives ka na, you feel like you're creative. You have to continue, bombarding yourself with a lot of creativity. First thing in the morning when you wake up, maghanap ka na kaagad ng interest at mga something like feed your brain right away kasi yung brain waves in the first 15 minutes active and whatever na pumasok parang siyang parang limitless idea na yun. It will go to your unconscious mind and then be creative, Next, what's naging creative ka na, you have to develop your soft skills on how to deal with your office mates, on how to, importante, how to send an email, how to reply an email, how to reply on text. K
K.
is a no-no. K is a
K.
no-no.
Yun yung sasabihin ko sa sakto. K, okay, received,
Oh,
attached, okay, bye.
yes. And don't treat email like a text message. For crying out loud, please. You are graphic designer, you are professional. Kahit first year, second year ko lang, you need to understand business emails, okay? So soft skills is really important. And then details, you have to understand details. These are the 5 things that I learned, no? Details, and submit that on time. So those are the 5 things. Lagi akong, ito yung inintindi ko sa lahat. And I hope that this 5 tips could help sa mga new graphic artists who are starting their career.
Solid yun. Sobrang learning nitong session na to.
So you know what? That's why I'm part of the, building this creative nations, helping. Kasi for me, that's why I'm stepping out and I'm teaching creatives, training in-house and training publics. Kasi bro, we are responsible for the next generation.
Yun nga. Agree ako dyan. Yeah.
Yes. So if no one's gonna step out and teach this to the next generation, ano mangyayari?
Wala.
Yes.
Wala. Nakakalungkot. Yun yung nakakalungkot isipin dun eh.
Nakakalungkot.
Yeah.
Sa akin, walang tumulong. Why? Yung generation na sinundan namin, hindi kami tinuruan. I don't know. Pero hindi ko naramdaman eh. Hindi ko naramdaman. So I have to learn it the hard way. I think most of the graphic designers or art directors, creative directors in my generation could relate to that. Walang tumulong sa amin. So ngayon, me and Roland and the rest of the graphic artists Philippines is we're doing our job now, our responsibility, for the next generation of designers. That is our commitment.
Advocacy din, solid.
Yes,
Ang laking bagay kasi na you're stepping up not just for the vision ideals then, but also ang point naman dito is not about self. It's more of enriching the people, di ba?
Yes, oo.
Laking bagay
Yeah. I have this saying every time I do my talk, sinasabi ko, if you want to be rich, you have to enrich others.
Ayun, hindi daw siya nakaka-comment dun sa si FA Lee nag-comment na dito sa. Oo nga nag-iiba-iba yung post-postan eh. Pero yeah, so bago tayo pumunta balik tayo dun sa design thinking workshop kasi very very interested ako personally I'm interested to learn more. Let's talk about the workshops that you do. Okay. So tell us more about babalikan natin yung questions nyo Jello, 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐬, meron pa tayong questions pero balikan natin in a bit Let's talk about the design thinking workshop. What's in the workshop ba?
In the workshop, you will learn the design thinking methodologies. There are 5 phases kasi. So the first phase of design thinking is empathy. That's why kanina pa sinasabi ko, you as a graphic designer, you have to learn and understand and learn how to use the empathy in your design, in your graphic design. Okay, so empathy, and then define the problem. And then third, ideate, which is brainstorming, coming up with a lot of solutions. And then fourth is prototyping, and then 5 is test. So all of this, dadaanan natin to in a workshop. So in a workshop, we conduct in-house, which is mga corporates. Usually 1-day workshop siya, and then some of the companies, they require workshop. And for the public runs, yes, we have a 1-day workshop for design thinking. This is how to, or at least maintindihan mo on how to use a design. In fact, in every workshops, I give a lot of tools already that they could use every day. If you can check my Facebook page, DNA, new agency, makikita nyo and check the reviews. Check the review. I'm not kidding about the review. So there's a lot of good reviews on the workshops, and yeah, you get it from there. If you guys interested, you can follow me on my LinkedIn, Facebook page. I usually post yung mga engagement ko. And yeah, in this coming Saturday and Sunday, is it okay to plug in na rin, sir?
Yeah, oo naman. Nilagay ko nga sa comment yung link eh. Ay nandiyan yung link sa description eh.
Oh yeah, perfect yun. I called it a game changer weekend, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A game changer weekend. So it's a design thinking for social entrepreneurship. Okay. So in that 2-day in-depth design game changer weekend, we will immerse you to the real world of entrepreneurship, whether you're into this product or services or whatever it is. In these 2 days, you were gonna be able to understand how to run business and how to use the tools of design thinking. And then, ang maganda pa dito, we have a lot of mentors. Okay? These mentors are experts in different industries or different field. We have a legal expert, we have HR experts, we have development expert, we have IT expert, we have e-commerce expert, we have design expert, we have skills expert, and madami. You can check the FB page of Game Changer Weekend. We will have, there's a portion on the first day between 3 to 5 p.m. We will have a speed mentoring session.
Exciting nga yan eh. Para speed dating.
Yeah, it's like a speed dating. Ito kasi, if you're doing business, don't rely on your skills. You need a mentor. Okay? Kaya nahihirapan tayo mag-create our own business. Kasi we're relying so much on what we watch in YouTube, what we read in the blogs. You know, it's different kasi when you have a face-to-face encounter with the mentors. Now, question. I don't have connections. I cannot talk with this kind of mentors. So join us. Diba? Hindi naman ganun kamahal yung event eh. In fact, the learning fee is just to pay for the venue. Giveaway na nga lang yung drinks. So just to pay for the venue and the food that we're going to serve. Ang sa akin lang is ma-immerse kayo, understand entrepreneurship. Because once you understand entrepreneurship, it's gonna open your mind, to other possibilities. And then speaking and talking with the mentors, it's making your product or services solid. And then ang kagandahan pa nito, nag-changer weekend, on the day 2, Sunday, they will create their prototype their product or service. They need to prototype that. They're gonna create their website. If it's an app, they're gonna create their app. If it's a product, they have to develop their product, and so on and so on. So they need to create a tangible product. And then, by afternoon, mag-represent sila to the panel of judges. Okay? So we have 3 panel of judges. They are venture capitalists, president of the company, and they're also influencers. So Levin Rio, hello Sir Levin Rio, is a multi-millionaire, 100% Pinoy mukha, but he grew up in the US, and then he's a venture capitalist and a lot of investment or business in other investment. And now, he's willing to one of the panel of judges this coming Game Changer Weekend, this coming Sunday. And who knows, baka mag-invest siya sa produkto nyo, sa business na idea naman you can come up with. And then Boris Joaquin, hi Sir Boris, he's my coach, mentor. I value him most. Si Boris is the guy who's helping me in my career now, in my business. And I invited him to be part of one of the panel of judges as I think support niya lang sa akin yun. He's being a good guy to me. Thank you, Sir Boris Joaquin, for helping me. And he is a, you know what? He is a leadership consultant. He managed a lot of companies. He's also a motivational speaker. You can check his account. He've done a lot of leadership trainings and kilala na siya sa industry. And also, last one is a Casey. Casey, I just met her in one of the master class that I attended, and I checked her profile. She's really prominent into the women empowerment entrepreneurship. So I see her portfolio through LinkedIn, and we're going to learn a lot from this. In fact, ako nga excited eh. Kaso nga lang organizer ako, so I have to be. Ako yung punong abala.
Mastermind. Sa likod lahat yun, ang dami mong gagawin.
Ang dami kong gagawin. So, sayang. I could learn from these mentors and the judges. So, I'm an organizer, so I have to do my job as an organizer. Maybe in the future, I could be one of the participants there. I want to make this kind of opportunity.
Ang daming natututunan, solid, no?
Yeah, for 2 days.
2 days talaga. Tapos yung maganda doon is hindi lang yung experience eh. Para sa akin, yung pagbanggit mo pa lang ng mga very prominent people in the industry as mentors that could share their experience. Ba't mo padadaanan yung mga hardcore na mistakes, di ba? I mean, na-experience na rin nila yon, and they already understand how what the solutions are. Para hindi mo nadaanan yun eh. Yung maganda sa mentorship eh. 'Di ba? Yun eh. Ano pa yung so how do we register?
There's a link. I guess you shared the link na hindi, this is the new agency. There's a link.
Dalawa yan. Yung sa baba, yung dun sa sa event.
Oh yeah. You can follow the event. There's a link there. In fact, you can register now. I can give you a special rate. Just PM me. I can give you a special rate.
And special rate?
Yes. PM na. I'm giving it for 5,000 for a walk-in. So, mag-message ka ngayon. Whoever's gonna message, is it okay to plug in na yung special rate?
Sige, bro. I mean, ikaw, kahit ano, man. Open yan.
For all those listeners, for all those viewers, okay, giveaway na to ha. I'm giving it for 1,000 na lang. Okay? Giveaway na to. Giveaway. For the listeners and viewers, this PM is the key.
PM is the key.
Yeah. And then, after this show, wala na. Back na tayo sa normal price. Okay?
Yun.
Yes.
Mag-message na kayo kagad, di ba?
Yes,
sa mga di ba friend ni Rock, i-add nyo na siya. And also, yun na, nilink na natin yung page dun sa baba. Follow, like the page para at least makita nyo yung mga works. And yung usapan natin kanina, pare, portfolio. I mean, would you be glad to share your love, your works din sa mga friends natin? Yeah, pare, ano mo lang, share screen lang if ever when you're ready. So, abang siniset up natin yung share screen, guys, yun, we've daming learnings ngayon. Feel free to, of course, sa mga late na naka-join, na pagkatapos itong live na to, pwede nyo naman i-click ulit yung video for a replay. There are really lots of really nuggets, golden nuggets of wisdom here. Ang daming na share sa mga situations. May mga questions pa tayo dito. Babalikan natin yan in a bit. Yeah. Irene. Oy, Irene. Yeah. Oo, Irene. Ano, kasali ka na ba? Yeah, Irene's also a friend eh. Solid. 1,000 na lang. Join na kayo.
Yeah, please join. Tell them na ako nagsabi.
Yun.
I have a problem.
Ano?
Hindi ko makita yung share video.
Test natin.
Okay.
Share. Who can share? All panelists. Dito sa may baba, meron dyan, di ba nakita mo participants, tapos dito sa
yeah, I found it.
Yun, share. Yun. Yan,
perfect. Okay. There you go. Can you see it?
Yun. Oh, puro babae kagad nakita ko. Ayos yan.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay, so these are some of my portfolios, no. Hindi na to updated, but these are art direction to, and layouting. Lahat yan nandito. And then the packaging design that I did and some of my rockets and so on and so on. These are just some. Tamad pa ako mag-upload. Pero just let's look inside the magazine. Ito yung mga layout styling ko. So there is art and science in doing this kind of work. So,
pag-usapan pa natin yung feng shui, di ba?
Di ba? Oo nga pala, oo. Pag-usapan pa natin yun.
But siguro we could go deeper siguro. Let's have another episode siguro moving forward.
Yes.
Let's schedule na lang. Sige,
Yeah. So this one is the magazine I did. So this is my art direction. Ibig sabihin ako nagsasabi kay Maha, do this, Maha, do that. Okay, can you show your skin, do this pose, and then pupunta ako dun sa, I go to the location mga earlier before dumating yung celebrity. So I have to ocular check the place, and then sasabihin ko sa photographer, I like this area, or I like this window, dito tayo mag-photoshoot, and so on and so on. And pagdating sa layouting, yan na. So you need to use your creativity. And
in design, guys, in design.
Yeah, this is done in design. Yes. Yan, may mga tips. So I have to do this vector and so on and so on. Can I zoom in yan?
Yan, kaya.
Yeah. And
yung mga content na yan, yung sa mga content creators na yan, di ba? Siyempre,
yes,
the
copywriters.
Copywriters na yan. Yeah.
So, one thing important dito is you have to read the story before you lay it out. That's what I'm teaching doon sa, I have a program of publication design. Although, very limit na ang publications ngayon. Pero I still teach that kasi the fundamental layout is all there in the magazines. So, it's very important, no, pag nagagawa kayo ng design, is to read the articles muna. Read the articles. You have to internalize before mo tirahin. Kasi ang problema, some of the designers, okay, hindi nila nabasa nila layout nila. So, there is wala na kaagad Wala na kaagad yung connection doon. So, you have to read it. Pag binasa nyo, you have to understand it. Okay?
Yun. Hindi lang basahin. Understand.
Hindi lang basahin.
Okay. Clear yan.
Yeah, so you have to really understand it before you lay it out. Okay? There's a lot of steps before ka mag-jump into layouting. Yes, and then figure out mo na lang the details after. Ito, I learned this kind of things, because of some inspirations. Of course, I worked in a for 5 years. Nakuha ko yung mga idea na to. Yeah. So,
ganda, no?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yummy tingnan yung nakasulat dyan
Yeah. So, ito, have to explore the design. Sa akin, the recipe of the good layouting is dapat showstopper ka agad. Design ka agad siya dito. So,
gets your attention. No?
Yes, right away. Kailangan, boom, wow factor ka agad in the first input page. Okay? Ito yung namimiss ng ibang mga graphic designer. Kaya sometimes when you browse the local magazines, mukha siyang one big story from page 1 to other page. Okay? So when you go inside, dapat may showstopper ka. Dapat wow. Every story, dapat wow ka agad yung intro. Yan. So that's one for this. And eto si Jody. Yan, sabi ko lang kay Jody, I don't know what we're gonna do. Can you dance na lang? Oh, sige. Sabi niya kasi, what you call it? Nag-Wii. Gusto ko siya sa Wii.
Nintendo. Yeah.
Sabi ko, can you do that? And then sabi ko sa photographer, picture mo. And then tawa siya ng tawa. Sabi ko, this is perfect.
Having fun. Yeah. That's nice. Natural and natural
Yes. In fact, that's what I wanted when I do it. I don't want it to post. I want it really natural, authentic. Because this is what people want to do. Okay. Hindi yung naka-post parate. Of course, some of my shoots are post. Pero if you capture the real Jody, look at this. Diba? Ang ganda. Then again, play on the hierarchy of design. This is type of hierarchy. So, you need to create some dynamics para hindi boring yung page.
Yun. Guys, yan next time pag-usapan natin feng shui.
The feng shui of design.
Feng shui kasi mag-workshop ka ng gagawa ka niyan, di ba? You're planning to may nagawa ka namang workshop in regards to that kasi we were talking kanina, guys. Sobrang interesting nung topic namin kasi usually before the show, nag-uusap kami ng guest and ang ganda ng topic kanina kasi not just subliminals in regards to design kasi for me, I work with hypnosis and mga NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Parts ng mga ginagawa kasi namin is embedding commands, embedding suggestions. And I was asking in regards to putting do you work with subliminals in your design, ganun. And syempre, na-explain nga sa akin ni Rock in regards to parang feng shui ng design. So it's very very sobrang interesting na topic yan that we could talk about probably next time.
Yes.
Pero yan, ito pa, we're looking at the other magazine. Sino itong nasa cover niya?
Si Andy Eigenman.
Andy Eigenman, yeah.
Oo. Yan, so
very colorful. Ang ganda ng colors, yeah. Very nice colors.
Two colors lang. Importante yan. When you're designing, don't go so far in choosing colors. Two colors important. That's a part of my teaching in visual communication, applied design thinking. So if you observe, dalawa lang yung color to dito, orange and yellow. Okay? And the neutral colors for me is black and white. So I don't consider black and white as another color. So for me, orange and yellow. And then, there is a triad. We call it triad. Okay, one-on-one nila na para mabilis. Triad. So, look at this. A triangle shape. From dito, and then dito. It forms a triangle. Because that's how our eye moves. Pansin nyo? And then for the black naman, 1, 2, and 3. It's a triad technique. Okay? And then, number 2 technique is serif and sans serif. Look at this one. This is sans serif. This is serif. This is the stylized text, and then and then sans serif. Serif, sans serif. Okay. I usually mix these two para magkaroon ng dynamics in design. And when choosing font, for example, when talking about active, so your font should also look like active.
Okay. Kailangan may, yun nga yun, may characters ang font.
May characters. You know what, tinuturo ko yan
sa... May buhay siya eh.
May yan sa visual communications, the psychology of fonts. So that's why they need to be careful in choosing fonts. Hindi lahat ng fonts applicable in a particular layout. If you notice, I use different font here. And then, pagdating sa fashion, iba na yung font niya.
Ay, yun sakto yung font mo dito for cool, di ba? It's very classy, di ba? Fashion, medyo fashion na kagad. Unang tingin mo pa lang, medyo na-align na kagad siya with fashion.
Yes. I love typography. So, if you notice in all of my layouts, I always play around with fonts. Like this.
If you were to pick siguro one font that you could use for life, what would that font be? Mga Miss Universe na question itong naisip ko.
Well, I have a favorite font now. I call it graphic. Yeah,
guys.
Font.
Yeah, the graphic font.
Yes, and then for the safe font is Helvetica.
Helvetica,
Helvetica New. Because for me, that's kasi if you're going to study the letterings, the spacing, kerning, si Helvetica is almost kaya pag nakikita mo siya, it's really balanced. Kasi yung graphic font na favorite ko, I have to adjust pa some of the fonts, yung kerning. I have to adjust para mas
mga spacing niya.
Mas readable.
What can you say about Comic Sans? I mean, what's all the hate?
Pare, it's my favorite. Joke.
Ang dami kasi joke. Siyempre, naging meme siya eh. Parang for how many years, nakita ko sa 9gag yan, kasi ako, mahilig ako sa meme. Parang, it's always a joke, Comic Sans. What's with Comic Sans ba?
I think it's for those people na feeling nila creative sila. So that's why they use Comic Sans. Pero most of the graphic designers don't use that kasi. Kaya nagiging laughing stock, you know. Alam na namin pag hindi ka graphic designer if you use that. Ganun siya kaagad. Parang pag ginamit mo to graphic designer at sumunod ka, ay wala na.
Okay, Matic. Okay, guys. Warning.
Oo. Ito, look at this. Can you read this, the title here? I didn't put title, pero can you observe and notice what's the title?
Is 𝐈𝐍𝐤 I survive. Okay.
See? It's a play of visual communications. Kasi, nangyari nito, nang binasa ko siya, I don't like the title. So sabi ko, in fact, the title is I Survived. So I don't want, I only have limited, the stories are good kasi it's all about breast cancers and then other, you know, sicknesses na nakasurvive sila. So sabi ko, I don't want to spend one page just for the title. So ginawa ko, in-integrate ko yung I Survive inside the subhead na, subtitle. And then, just not to confuse the reader, naglagay ko ng asterisk and support it. So, ngayon, hinighlight ko lang 𝐈𝐍𝐤. So, para magbasa yung mata mo, this is the, I don't know, may neurolinguistic na sinasabi din dito, na your brain is composing this word.
Diba? Ang laking factors ng color play.
Yes.
Kasi very, our mind is generally curious din eh. Diba? So with reading it, mapapansin mo yung patterns eh. Yun yung our mind creates meaning to things eh. So as you see this image, ang nangyayari is nakita mo ang nag-call to attention ka dun sa asterisk eh.
Yes.
Call to attention yun, tsaka yung color na eye. So ang laking factor na oops, teka lang, what's with this? Tapos mapapansin mo meron ng mga naka-highlight na iba and it's very visual and maganda din yung storytelling kasi
yes.
It's setting na, eh.
Yeah. In fact, you mentioned the storytelling. That is really important in every graphic designer. They need to learn the storytelling. Nung bago pa lang ako sa Summit, I think one of the senior art director is, you have a very good skills in storytelling. And I was like, thank you. Kasi yun yung word that I'm waiting for someone na sabihin sa akin. Kasi yun talaga yung pinapractice ko. The art of storytelling, the visual storytelling. So look at this. For me kasi, kapag maganda yung photo, I don't want to disrupt it. Hindi ko siya disrupt. Kaya tingnan mo yung title ko, it's so simple. Napansin mo?
I survive.
No, this one. Take care of yourself.
Lang. Nasa Facebook ako nakatingin, delayed yun.
Okay.
Tumitingin din ako ng comment eh. Pag sa Zoom tayo, live. Pero pag sa Facebook, mga delayed siya, mga 10 seconds ka na.
Yun nga.
Ito, take care of yourself. Ganda na kasi ng image eh.
It's very powerful. So, ganito ginagawa ko. Pag maganda yung image, I don't want to disrupt. I want all the look, the pictures, and saka mo na basa yung content ko. This is just by the way.
Support na yung by the way.
But if the image is really ugly, I have to do something.
Kakainin mo na.
Yes, gagawa na ako ng typography about it. So those are my techniques on how to, to attack my layout. Depende talaga siya.
Yeah, very, very nice portfolio, bro. Ano lang natin. So, ano na tayo? We're gonna wrap up. Basahin lang natin yung mga questions ng ating friends. Guys, ganito for quite some time na nagaganito tayo sa Facebook Live, I know that there are people that are watching on replay. It's perfectly fine to leave a comment if you're watching on replay, and we'd be glad to. Rock, okay lang? Pag may nag-comment, yun. Sumagot, okay lang. So feel free to leave a comment here if you have any questions. Kasi I think Rock's really passionate with helping people, and actually he has lots of things that he's doing also in regards to connecting with people. Madami rin siyang workshops. Please check the page out. Nilink na natin dyan sa baba. Ito yung question ni Jello.
Okay.
Tsaka ano po bang dapat gawin pag yung client ang tagal magbalik ng revisions?
Oh, ikaw mag-follow up. It's a perfect time for you to follow up.
Yung una niyang question kasi is, paano ba singilin ang kaibigan sa service na render ko para sa kanya? Yeah.
Okay. In fact, kasi pag kaibigan mo, you have to, tell them na kapag trabaho, pag kaibigan, okay? You need to establish right away na this is my hanap buhay, so I'm expecting something in return. So if hindi mo na-settle yun right on the start of transacting, magkakaproblema ka paano singilin yun. In fact, ang importante kasi is ma-settle mo kaagad yung presyo. Set the price right away doon muna before you do the layouting. And then once na ma-settle mo siya, you have to remind your friend na maniningil ka sa kanya on a particular amount. Ngayon, kung nahihiya ka, I think you need to do something and ikaw na magawa ng move. For sure, naghihintay lang siya na singilin mo siya. Kaibigan mo naman yan eh. It's so easy na, kung mo kong bayadan, painom ka na lang. Diba? Kung mo kong bayadan, treat mo na lang ako, manood tayo. It's so easy. Don't break your friendship with them just because of money. And pera lang yan, for sure, that friend na binigyan mo ng service in the future, kailanganin mo din yung service. So, usually kasi ako pag kaibigan, I don't expect anything in return eh. So, kaya sabi ko, sige, gagawin ko to, tutulungan kita. So, kapag binayadan mo ako, thank you. And kahit pag hindi mo ako binayadan, it's okay. Kaibigan pa din tayo.
Sige, to add to that, bro, ang pwede mong gawin, pare, kasi ang daming factors eh. Pag kaibigan mo, yun nga, pinaka-importante, state nyo na kagad sa simula, is this, may bayad ba? Wala. Diba? Yeah. Minsan kasi hindi nako-communicate kung usapang tropa lang or diba? May professional. Yeah. And ang maganda naman doon is pag napag-usapan nyo kagad sa simula, at least clear. Be clear with that. Tapos in regards to kuwari sobrang nagkakasingilan na kayo tapos wala hindi na nagko-communicate, hindi na nagbabayad. Yun nga wag mo sayangin yung friendship with that eh. Ako personally, I do believe in reciprocity. Hindi naman kailangan pera yung bayad eh. Pwede mong in another way, 'di ba? Bigyan mo siya alipin for one day, mga ganun, or alagaan mo yung aso ko, or pwede, ang daming pwedeng means to actually work with it eh, or gawin nyo na lang ex-deal na may utang na loob siya sa'yo. In terms of persuasion, pwede mo siyang gawin na ganun eh. I-layout mo, okay, kung hindi mo ako mabayaran na ganito, it's fine. Pero, ito yung kailangan mo gawin sa akin in the future. Pwede mong ilagay sa ganong terms. Kung mahirap yung money, pwede mong ilipat sa ibang value. Okay, para magpantay yung value na yun. Okay. Si FA, eto may question. Sir Cleo, nagmamanual po kayo ng typography?
Yes, I do. Oo. In fact, that's one of my favorite subject way back in high school. So, calligraphy ang tawag po doon. Hindi po siya typography. So, I do calligraphy. Pero, ngayon wala nang practice. Pero, I want to go back to the basics again. Maybe if time permits me, I will go back there. But I love that so much. Calligraphy.
Yun. Last question, si Alex. Yan, Alex Martinez. Sir Rock, pwede po magpatulong paggawa ng brand ko?
Oo naman, walang problema. He is my childhood best friend. Tatlo kami yan. Si Alex, ako, tsaka si Jong. Jong, nasan ka? Yan, so my childhood best friends. Yeah, why not? Why not, Alex? Go.
PM is key, di ba? Tsaka, guys, sa mga nanonood, okay, paalala ko lang, yung offer kanina, 1,000 pesos. Just to be clear, tama? Message siya kayo dun para sa event. Saturday, Sunday yon, tama ba?
Yes,
Saturday, Sunday. It's 2 days. And again, sobrang precious ng time ng mga experts, mga mentors na nandun din sa venue to share not just their time but also their experience and learnings. So, check ninyo nga yung link. Pero syempre, we've talked a lot. Umabot tayo ng halos 1 hour 40. Magto 2 hours na tayo. Solid, di ba? Hindi ko nga napansin yung oras pero it's a very, very good discussion. Pero before we end this, question lang, what's your message to our friends here? Ano yung final message mo for this session natin ngayon?
Okay, so for me, know your goal, no? For me kasi it's important to know your goal. Kasi knowing your goal sets everything in all the universe, in fact, all the graces from God, the blessings will fall into place once you understand your goal. And then, if you have this kind of goal, don't be afraid to fail. Okay, make failure is your best friend. Okay, why? Failure kasi it's not gonna, you cannot escape failure, you cannot escape rejections, you can escape that. That's what what you call life. Okay, kumbaga in a design there is light and shadows, so you cannot neglect the dark part of our life. Don't be scared to fail, because every failure is an opportunity for you. You have to fail fast so you can fix the problem. And just to leave this, before we say goodbye to the audience and to the listeners, this my the we are all starts in a sketch, okay, in a black and white sketch. Stickman muna tayo, and then nagkaroon tayo ng picture, and then all of our experiences are the colors into our drawing. And now, how to make it more lively, or how to put life on it, is the light and shadow. So alam na alam ng mga artists yan. So, sketch and the color and the light and shadows make the arts, more to put the life on the artist. So life is like that. We are just sketch right now. We all the colors that we're putting into our life now is part of our future and our, on our personal development. So embrace it, and yeah, if there's an opportunity for you guys to look for mentors and start developing yourself, attend seminars, support other graphic designers, and you will get your your goal sooner.
Yun.
Yeah.
Solid.
Thank you.
O sige, naawa ako kay FA. Sige, FA, sabi niya, sir, makahabol last question. Okay.
Ano daw?
Ano po opinion mas may impact creative writing or design sa mga advocacy related po na contents?
Ano daw sabi niya? Again, I didn't...
Ano po ang opinion? Mas may impact ba ang creative writing or creative design?
In fact, it works together, no?
Related.
Yeah, it works together. You cannot say copywriting only and design only. These two works together hand in hand. So both of them are important. For me, kasi whenever I do layout, sometimes I start looking at the copy. Okay, doon ako magsisimula. Or if the visual is good, sometimes the characters. So they work together. They shouldn't be this design day. It shouldn't be that way. You should be collaborative all the time.
O yun. Hope that answers your question, FA. Again, pag may question ka pa, feel free to comment na lang. Pero Rock, super thanks. Ito si Fred. Sobrang solid discussion.
Oo nga, thank you guys.
Sabi ko nga Fred, gawa na lang din ulit kami ng show na kasama ko siya, tapos kahit sino, I mean,
Oo.
pwede, actually, Rock, pwede tayong, since itong Zoom ko is webinar-based, kahit ilan, pwedeng conference talaga. I mean, wala namang problema. Kahit
Okay
connect
with
sa
that.
Facebook Live.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
if we have plans moving forward, usap ulit tayo dun sa tungkol sa feng shui. And to our listeners, if you have friends that would be interested in showcasing their stories for other people also to learn from your experiences, feel free to message me. Open to ako. I'm doing Inside the Mind of na ganitong FB Live na podcast. I have another show with Jonica San Pascual. It's called Conscious. Usually mga mind setting yun, mga
Wow.
anything about mind-related stuff, di ba? Yun ang may ginagawa
Yes.
namin.
Ganda.
So, again, guys, nandito, message kayo. PM is the key para dun sa event. Nandito yung event sa...
Yes, please PM and support. Our second run, we could do a creative entrepreneurship. Who knows, di ba?
Oo, solid. At least, directed talaga. Nakafocus yun sa niche, di ba?
Kasi ngayon is social entrepreneurship eh.
Social entrepreneurship ngayon. So again, yun nga, message kayo kaagad kasi sayang yung offer 1,000 pesos na lang yun for the people lang who will message watching this show. So Rock, super duper thanks again, man. Super appreciate your time. Awesome discussion. Natuwa naman tayo lahat, di ba guys?
Thank you.
Okay. So again, pare, see you next time. Message lang. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for episode number 30 of Inside the Mind of. My name is 𝐂𝐤𝐤 and these are my thoughts. See you again on the next episode of Inside the Mind of. Have a great night. Cheers. Hey.